commands are like DDL. So DDL means data definition language. It mainly using for to perform the structural changes. So structural changes nothing but we can create the table. Okay. So after creating the table, we have to do the any changes in the table structure. Okay. We can rename the column name. We can rename the table name. Alter with rename. We can change the data type of the column. We can increase the size of the data type. Alter with modify we can use. We can add the new column to the existing table. Alter with add. Okay, we can drop the existing column from the table. Alter with drop. We can drop the entire table. Directly drop we can use. With the help of drop command, we can drop the any specific column or else we can drop the entire column. Rename means we can rename the any specific column and rename the entire table. Okay. So these are all DDL commands. Create, alter, rename, modify, add, truncate, drop. These are all DDL commands. DDL nothing but data definition language, mainly using for to perform the structural changes. We can do the any structural changes. We can create the table structure. We can do the any changes. We can go with the DDL commands. So next is DML commands. DML full form is data manipulation language. Okay, we can manipulate the data. So we are creating the table structure. So one employee joined in the organization. We have to insert the record. With the help of insert command, we can insert the record into the database table. For suppose some employees resigned from the organization, we have to use delete command. We can use delete command. We can remove the existing records from the table. Okay, update. For suppose some employees completes 6 months of duration, we have to provide the salary hike. With the help of update command, we can update it. So merge. With the help of merge command, we can merge the data from one table to the another table. Okay. So next is TCL commands. TCL full form is transactional control language. Commit, rollback, save point. These are all TCL commands. These TCL commands controls the DML data. So this DML data controls by the TCL commands. TCL nothing but transaction control language. DCL means data control language, grant, revoke. These DCL commands mainly using for DBS. So DBS mainly use చేస్తారు. Okay. Next TQL commands, data query language selector. You can select the data. So now I will explain the each and every command. So we already చెప్పాను కదా last class లో. So with the help of we have main database is there. With the help of SQL Starplace or SQL Developer. So we have different tools are there for connecting the database. SQL Starplace, SQL Developer, Toad, PLSQL Developer. Like that we have several tools are there. With the help of any one of the tools we can use, we can connect the database. Okay, with the help of our user ID and password. Now, for suppose if I am using SQL Starplace, I am using user ID and password. We can connect the database. In local database, no need to port number, host name, no need of all those things. But in real-time scenario, the database in the database servers, we have to use host name, port number, server name, all those details we have to mention. So here I am using my username and password. I am connecting the database. Okay. So whenever we are connecting the database, one buffer layer will be created. This is the buffer caching. Okay. So this is the temporary memory. Okay. So whenever we are using with the help of SQL Starplace, with the help of user ID and password we are providing in the SQL Starplace, we are connecting the database. One more layer will be created, that is a buffer layer. So whenever we are connecting the database, then only this buffer layer will be created. So suppose if I am log off the database, if I am disconnect the database, so the buffer will be removed. So this is the temporary only. Whenever we are connecting the database, then only the buffer will be there. Okay. So if I am log off the database, the buffer will be removed. So this is the temporary only. This is the main database. Okay. Whenever we are connecting the database with the help of our user ID and password, this buffer layer will be created. Okay. So I already told we have DDL, DML, TCL commands are there. DDL commands directly interact with main database. For example, if I am creating the table, so directly created in the database, main database. Okay. For suppose if I am renaming the table, directly renamed in the main database. These DDL commands, DDL means data definition language. We can perform the structural changes. So all the DDL commands directly interact with main database. Directly interact with main database. So directly save it. So these DDL commands directly saved into the main database. So that is the reason we are calling as auto committing. DDL commands are auto committing. Automatically save అవుతాయి. అందుకే auto commit అంటారు. ఓకే, కమిట్ అంటే మనకి డైరెక్ట్ గా కమిట్ అయితే డేటాబేస్ లో కమిట్ సేవ్ అయిపోతుంది. ఓకే, సో ఆటో కమిట్ అనేది టీసీఎల్ కమాండ్. కమిట్ ఈస్ ద టీసీఎల్ కమాండ్. దీస్ డీటెయిల్ కమాండ్స్ ఆర్ ఆటో కమిట్. ఓకే, so next DML commands. So DDL commands directly interact with main database. So in case of DML commands, first interact with buffer layer. Okay, this buffer will be temporary. Whenever we are connecting the database, the buffer will be there. So we are using user ID and password and connecting the database. So first I am creating the table structure with the help of DDL command. This table structure directly created in the database. So we have created the table structure. Now I need to insert the data. So DML is the one of the command insert. With the help of insert command, we can add the record into the database. For example, one employee joined in the organization. We have to add the record into the database with the help of insert command. If I am inserting any record or updating any record, first the inserted or updated record reach to the buffer layer. So మనం ఏదైనా ఇన్సర్ట్ లేదా అప్డేట్ చేసామంటే ఫస్ట్ ద రికార్డ్ రీచ్ టు ది బఫర్ లేయర్, బఫర్ క్యాచింగ్. ఓకే, దీన్ని బఫర్ లేయర్ అంటారు. సో ఇఫ్ ఎనీ రికార్డ్ ఇన్సర్టెడ్ ఆర్ updated, the record reach to the buffer layer. So this buffer data will be controlled by the TCL commands. Okay, TCL commands controls the data in the buffer. So DML commands first interact with buffer. The buffer records will be controlled by the TCL command. Okay, so DDL commands directly interact with main database. We cannot control the TCL command. Okay, DML commands interact with buffer. This buffer data will be controlled by the TCL command. For suppose if I am inserting or updating any record, the record first reach to the buffer layer. Okay, so after insert or update, if I am using commit means we are accepting the insert or updated, the changes reach to the main database. After insert or update, if I am using commit, so the changes reach to the main database. Okay, after insert or update, if I am using rollback, the changes will be removed. Rollback means it removed. Okay, so I am inserting or updating the insert or updated record reach to the buffer layer. If I am using commit, the changes reach to the main database. After insert or update, I am using rollback, the changes will be removed. Okay, so after insert or update, if I am using commit, the changes in the main database, the record in the main database, I want to remove the record from the main database. So then remove the So rollback it won't work. Commit, rollback, save point. These commands controls the data in the buffer only. So the record in the main database, I want to remove the record in the main database. We have to use delete command. Okay, delete is the one of the DML command. If I am deleting the record, so that is deleted records back to the buffer layer. So directly remove. The DML commands won't remove directly. So it always interact with buffer layer. If I am deleting the record, we are inserting and commit the record in the main database. If I want to remove the record, we have to use delete command. If I am using delete command, the record again back to the buffer layer. Okay, so after delete, so if I am using commit, we are accepting the delete. Commit means we are accepting the delete. So the record removed permanently. After insert or update, if I am using commit, we are accepting the insert or update. So the changes reach to the main database. After delete, if I am using commit, so it removed permanently. So the delete we are accepting, the record removed permanently. So after delete, if I am using rollback command, so the records again back to the database. Okay, so if I am deleting any record, the record reach to the buffer layer. Okay, if I am using rollback command, again back to the database. After delete, if I am using commit, so we are accepting the delete, the record removed permanently. If I am using insert or update, the record reach to the buffer layer. Okay, if I am using commit, after insert or update, if I am using commit, the changes reach to the main database. After insert or update, if I am using rollback command, the changes will be removed. Insert or update, if I am using rollback command, the changes will be removed. After insert or update, I am using commit, the changes will be saved into the main database. Okay. ఇక్కడ ఒక రికార్డ్ ఉంది, ఇన్సర్ట్ చేసాము, కమిట్ చేసాము, ఏమైతే ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళి డిలీట్ చేయాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? డిఎంఎల్ డిలీట్ కమాండ్ వాళ్ళు డిలీట్ అవుట్ ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళింది? బఫర్. ఇది టెంపరీగా ఉంటుంది దీంట్లో. ఈ డిఎంఎల్ కమాండ్స్ టెంపరీగా ఉంటుంది, ఓకే, పర్మనెంట్ కాదు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను ఒక 100 రికార్డ్స్ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేశాను. సో ఐఎమ్ డిస్కనెక్ట్ ది డేటాబేస్. నేను డేటాబేస్ డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయిపోయాను. 100 రికార్డ్స్ అనేది రిమూవ్ అయిపోయింది. ఓకే, so 100 records insert చేసిన తర్వాత we have to use commit, then only the changes in the main database. If my data in the main database. Even if you are disconnect the database, again connect also we can able to see. Okay, if I am inserting 100 records where there is disconnecting the database, I am not using commit, disconnecting the data, again I am connecting. We are unable to see the 100 records. Okay, so if records in the main database, then only we can see. So I will explain each and every command. Okay. First of all, I will connect the database. So with the help of SQL star plus, okay, so run SQL command line click cheyandi. It will open like this. So if you want to increase the font size, properties, font, increase the size. So I am increasing 24. Okay, now I am connecting the database. CONN, username. System is the common. My password is system1. So this password, whatever the password you mentioned while creating the database, while installing the database, same password you have to mention. If you forgot the password, you can reset your password. Okay. So reset steps already మీకు ఇచ్చాను. So దీన్ని follow me reset చేసుకోండి. Okay, I'm connecting the database. Okay. If I want to clear the screen, CLSCR. Okay, CLSCR is the command for to clear the screen. So now I am creating the table with the help of create command. I already told. So with the help of SQL star plus, I am connecting the database. Whenever we are connecting the database, the buffer layer will be created automatically. So now I need to create the table. So with the help of DDL create command is there. By using this command, I will create the table in the database. Okay, I am using create table name. Table name is employee తీసుకుంటాను. Employee 65 పెడతాను. ఏదో ఒకటి name. Just this is the table name. You can use your name, own name. Any name you can use as your wish. Because employee like if you are using any table name, the table name will be unique for any table. But suppose in my database we have employee 65 already table is there. So again I am trying to create the new table with same name. So it won't work. Every table name should be unique. Okay, అది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. సేమ్ ఉంటే రాదు. So like same ఉంటే ఏం చేస్తారు? If you want to drop the before table, or else if you rename the before table, then we can create the same name. Okay. So rename there, then drop the previous table name. Okay. So employee 75 is the table name. So the column names is employee number. So data type is number of 4. Okay. So number data is the number of 4. Employee name. So this is the column names, column numbers. Second column, third column. So I am not mentioned. This automatically came. Okay. So employee name varchar 2 of 10. Sal number of 8 is none. Job varchar 2 of 10. Okay, next high date, department number, passport care of 10, comma, department number of 2. So here open bracket, at the starting column we have to use an open bracket, at the end of all the columns we have to mention the close bracket, then semicolon, enter. Table created. If I want to see the structure of the table, so we have to describe the table. DESC employee 75. So I am describing the table structure. This is the table structure. These are all the columns. The columns corresponding data types. Okay. So we have, suppose I am creating the table structure, I have to do some structural changes. Like client asked to do some changes in the table structure. So we have column name is sal is there. So client asked to change the salary. Okay. So we have to use rename. So we have DDL command is there, alter with rename. We can rename the existing column name. Alter table name. Employee 75. Rename column, old column name is sal to new column name is salary. This is the syntax for to rename the column name. So table is altered. Suppose I want to see the new table structure, we can use describe. This is the updated table structure. Before we have sal is there. Now I change it to the salary. Okay. Suppose I want to change the table name. Table name itself I need to change. Okay. We can change the with the help of rename column. We can change the column name, or and also we can change the table name itself also. If I want to change the table name, no need to use alter command. Directly rename it. Rename employee 75 to 85. I am changing to employee 85. Okay. Suppose if I am trying to describe this 75, it won't work. Okay. We have to change the 85. Then only it will work. Okay. Suppose one employee name is more than 10 characters. One employee name is, we have 50 characters are there. It won't work. We have to increase the size of the data type. Okay. With the help of alter with modify. We have one command is there. Alter with modify. We can change the data type of the column. Suppose we have varchar 2 of 10 is there. One employee name is 50 characters are there. It won't work. We have to increase the size of the data type. So alter with modify we can use them. Alter table employee 85. Okay. Modify column name employee name varchar 2 of 20. I am increasing with 20. Before we have 10 is there. Now I am increasing with 20. Varchar 2 of 20. So table is altered. So if I want to see the updated table structure, we can describe. Before we have varchar 2 of 10 is there. Now we are changing to the varchar 2 of 20. Okay. Suppose I want to add the new column. Not only we can increase the size, we can change the data type also. Okay. Suppose here char of 10 is there. So I want to give the varchar 2 of 10. Okay. Varchar 2 of 10 change. We can change it. Alter with modify. Alter modify.
Bro, what is the meaning of a varchar 2 of 10, 2 of 20?
Varchar 2 of 10 version.
What is the meaning of varchar 2 of?
This is the name, bro. This is the data type name. Like char is the name. Like that varchar 2 is the name of the data type. Okay.
What
This
is
is
the
the size. 10 is the size.
2? What is the 2?
It is a name, bro. Varchar 2 is the name. We have varchar also there. Varchar 2 is there. Okay. Varchar అనేది మనకు in varchar we can differentiate empty and null. Okay. Empty null ని differentiate చేసి ఇక్కడ empty null ని differentiate చేయలేం. సో ఇది కానీ ఒక నేమ్. SQL సర్వర్ లో మనం ఎక్కువగా varchar వాడతాం. Oracle లో varchar 2 యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఓకేనా?
ఎప్పుడు varchar తీసుకున్నావు varchar 12 తీసుకోదా?
varchar 2 తీసుకుంటాం మాక్సిమం. varchar గాని యూజ్ చేస్తాం.
ఓకే.
So I'm describing the table structure. So before we have char of 10 passport column. Now I change it to the varchar 2 of 10. Okay. So next I want to add the new column. So we have table structure is there. So I want to add the new column. Alter with add. Alter table name 85. Add column name is age. Data type is number of 3. So we are adding the new column. If I want to see the updated table structure, describe table name. Okay. We are adding the new column. Okay. I want to drop the existing column. Okay. Suppose I don't want to job column. I want to drop the job column. Alter with drop. Alter table. Drop column. Column name is job. Table altered. Okay, multiple columns mention చేస్తాం చూపిస్తాను. ఒక కాలం ఒకదానికి మెన్షన్ చేయాలి, మల్టిపుల్ దానికి మెన్షన్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే, there is no before we have job column is there. Now there is no job column. Suppose I want to drop the multiple columns. I want to drop the age column as well as department number column. Both we have to drop. Alter with drop we can do. Alter table employee 85. So directly drop. We can mention the column names. Department number Yes. Okay. So we can drop the multiple columns at a time. Any columns you want to drop just put. ఇక్కడ అవసరం లేదు డైరెక్ట్గా ఇచ్చేస్తుంది చూడండి బిఫోర్ we have department number is there, now there is no department number and age. So like that we can do the structural changes. Okay, we can add the new column, we can remove the existing column, we can change the column name, we can change the table name, we can modify the data type of the column. So like that all the structural changes we can perform with the help of DDL commands. DDL commands mainly using for to perform the structural changes. We can create the table structure. If any changes we have to do in the table structure, those changes we can perform with the help of DDL commands. Okay. Next is DML commands. DML commands mainly using for data manipulation language. We can manipulate the data. So we are creating the table structure. We can insert the data or we can rename the, we can modify the data. Okay. We can delete the data. All those data manipulations we can perform. DDL means all the structural changes we can perform. Okay. Okay. So I am creating the table structure. So now I need to add the records into the this table. Okay, with the help of DDL command, DDL is the data manipulation language. Insert is the one of the command. We can add the new record to the database table. We can insert the record to the database table. I am inserting one record into the database table. Insert into employee 85 column names. Employee number, employee name, salary, hire date. Okay, so values, employee number 1001. Yeah. Hire date 20 August 21 this month. Passport. Okay. So I'm inserting one record into the employees table. Employee 85 table. Not a valid month. August spelling the Okay. So I'm inserting one. I want to see the record. Okay, if I describe it, if you want to see the table structure, we can describe. If you want to see the record into the database table, we can use select. Select is the DQL command. DQL nothing but data query language. Select star from employee 85. We can select the record from the table. Okay, we are selecting the record from the table. Okay. Okay, now this record will be already told. So these DML commands always interact with buffer layer. Okay, this inserted record in the buffer. So these DDL commands directly stored in the main database. Directly database जो store होते हैं. In case of DML commands, first interact with buffer layer. I am inserting any record. The inserted record in the buffer. So if I am using rollback command, okay, rollback system అయితే the record will be removed. Record and remove it. చూడండి ఇప్పుడు. Okay, check చేయండి. There is no record because whenever we are inserting the record in the buffer layer. So first the record reach to the buffer layer. If I am using commit, then only the record will be saved in the database. If I am using rollback command, the changes will be removed. The record will be removed. Okay. ఇప్పుడు 100 రికార్డ్స్ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేసాం. ఒక్కసారి కమిట్ చేస్తే 100 రికార్డ్ లోపలికి వెళ్తాయి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఒక్కసారి రోల్ బ్యాక్ చేస్తే 100 రికార్డ్స్ రిమూవ్ అవుతాయి. ఓకే, సో దానికి అవకాశం ఉంది. అది చెప్తా, సేవ్ పాయింట్ నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో చెప్తాను. సో ఐఎమ్ ఇన్సర్టింగ్ ది రికార్డ్. సో అగైన్ ఐఎమ్ ఇన్సర్టింగ్ ది రికార్డ్. సో ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ కమిట్. ఆఫ్టర్ ఇన్సర్ట్ ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ కమిట్. Okay, after insert I am using commit. So is the record account ఇప్పుడు after insert I am using commit. The record saved in the main database. Okay, now I am using rollback command. What is the output? Rollback means I already told commit, rollback, save point. These are all TCL commands. If record in the buffer layer, then only it will control. So the record in the out of the buffer or main database we cannot control. So the record inserted record already reached to the main database. There is no record in the buffer. Okay, even rollback also there is no change. So here I am using rollback command. So there is no change because there is no record in the buffer. So already we are using commit. The inserted record already saved in the database. Okay. Again I am inserting another two records. 1002 B from 23,000. Okay. So one more record I am inserting.
రోల్ బ్యాక్ అంటే డిలీట్ కాదన్నా రికార్డ్స్ పర్మనెంట్ గా డిలీట్ అయినప్పుడు మళ్ళీ కమిట్ కొడితే డిలీట్ అయిపోయింది కదా
డిలీట్ ఎక్కడ కొట్టలేదు కదా, డిలీట్ బఫర్ లో ఉంది, నేను రోల్ బ్యాక్ చేశాను,
డిలీట్ అయిపోయినట్టే కదా.
మళ్ళీ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేశాను కదా నేను ఇది మళ్ళీ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేశాను కదా. ఇప్పుడు చూడు ఒకసారి నువ్వు కమాండ్ చూడు కరెక్ట్ గా. ఏం చేశాను, ఫస్ట్ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేశాను. ఓకేనా, టేబుల్ లో చెక్ చేస్తే ఏముంది, ఇన్సర్ట్ చేశాను, డేటా ఉంది. రోల్ బ్యాక్ చేశాను, ఏమైంది, బఫర్ లో ఉంది కాబట్టి రోల్ బ్యాక్ చేస్తే రిమూవ్ అయిపోయింది. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ మళ్ళీ ఏం చేశాను, నేను చెక్ చేశాను, చెక్ చేస్తే ఏముంది, రికార్డ్ లేదు, ఎందుకంటే రోల్ బ్యాక్ అయిపోయింది. సో నెక్స్ట్ మళ్ళీ ఏం చేశాను, మళ్ళీ తర్వాత కమిట్ చేశాను, ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయడం కమిట్ కూడా ఆ రికార్డ్ ఆల్రెడీ సేవ్ అయిపోయింది డేటాబేస్. సో నెక్స్ట్ నేను మళ్ళీ సెలెక్ట్ చేశాను, రికార్డ్ ఉంది, రోల్ బ్యాక్ చేశాను, మళ్ళీ సెలెక్ట్ చేశాను, మళ్ళీ డేటా ఉంది. అలాగే మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ 2 రికార్డ్స్ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను. So another one more record I am trying to insert. Okay, I am inserting another 2 records. So I am selecting the records from the table. Okay, so we have total 3 records are there. Suppose if I am using rollback command, what is the output? So if rollback is output, em chepandi. So
single row is shut.
Record already we have committed. So the record in the main database. These 2 records I inserted recently. So if I am using rollback command, these 2 records will be removed. Okay, only one. So again I am inserting. If I am using commit. Okay. So if I am using rollback now, what is the output? What is the output?
3 records will be shown.
Okay, there is no record in the buffer for rollback. Okay, we have all the records in the main database. Even rollback also there is no change. Okay, this is the insert command. So now I will explain the update command. For suppose the employee 1002 is there. Okay, I want to give the 2000 salary. So existing salary 2000 salary I want. I want to provide the 2000 salary for 1002 employee. The employee number 1002, salary is 23,000. I am planning to give the 2000 salary. So we have to use update command. So update command is update employee 85. Okay, set. So where we say there is salary equal. So we have to give the 2000 for existing salary. Salary plus 2000. So where we have to update, where the employee number equal 1002. The employee number 1002 record, we have to update the employee number 1002 record. The employee number 1002 record we have to update. What we have to update? Salary. Salary equal to salary plus 2000. We are setting the salary plus 2000. Existing salary, we are updating the 2000. Okay. So now I am checking. So before we have 23,000. After update we can see 25,000. Okay. The changes will be in the buffer only. Okay. The 25,000 will be in the buffer only. Okay. If I am using rollback command, insert or update. If I am using rollback, the changes will be removed. Okay. So whatever the main database we have 23 is there. That it will display the 23. So only. 25 ఉంది కదా, రోల్ బ్యాక్ చేస్తాం. సో వీ హ్యావ్ 23 ఓన్లీ. ఓకే, సో రోల్ బ్యాక్ చేసామంటే ఇన్స్టెడ్ అప్డేట్ చేసిన చేంజెస్ అనేది రోల్ బ్యాక్ అయిపోయింది. సో ఆఫ్టర్ అప్డేట్, ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ రోల్ బ్యాక్, ద చేంజెస్ విల్ బి రిమూవ్డ్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇన్ ది మెయిన్ డేటాబేస్. సో దట్ విల్ బి డిస్ప్లే ద మెయిన్ డేటాబేస్ we have committed this one 23,000 is update is there 2,000 we are updating. Okay, I'm using rollback command after update, the changes will be removed. Okay, suppose if I am using update, immediately I am using commit. Okay, the changes reach to the main database. Even rollback also there is no change. Even rollback also there is no change because after commit the changes reach to the main database. Okay, so commit rollback save point. These commands won't control the data in the buffer or data in the main database. Okay, it is 25,000 save అయిపోయింది. After commit, the changes will be saved in the main database. 25,000 saved in the main database. Even rollback also there is no change. Okay. Suppose I want to remove the one record from the database. Like 1003 employee resigned from the organization. We have to remove the record. We have to use delete command. Delete is the, so if I want to remove the record from the main database, we have to use delete command. I am deleting the record. Delete from employee 85. So we have to delete the only 1003 record where employee number equal 1003. Not only employee number, we can take anything. So employee name A also we can take. For suppose why we are not taking employee name? For suppose we have same name 100 employees are there. We are using where employee name equal to C. Same C, we have 100 employees are there. So 100 employees will be removed. Okay, that is the reason. So whatever the record we have to delete, the unique identification, the employee number will be unique for every employee. So the employee number we have to take. So one record is deleted. Okay, we have only 2 records. The deleted record in the buffer. If I am using rollback command, so deleted in here. So if I am using rollback, again back to the database. Okay. So suppose if I am using delete, immediately I am using commit. Okay. So the record removed from buffer also. If I am using delete, that will be in the buffer. If I am using commit, that removed from the buffer also. So delete. So after commit, the changes removed from the buffer also. Even rollback also, there is no record for rollback. So already deleted record we are committed. So the record removed from the buffer also. Even rollback also, there is no record. Even rollback also, we are not getting back that record. Okay. Okay, next one. So మనం delete directly చేయొచ్చు. Suppose if I am deleting record, delete from EM employee 85. So delete all the record. I am not using where condition. If I am using where condition, the specific record will be removed. I am not using where condition. So we have 2 records are there. 2 records will be removed. Okay. Suppose if I am using rollback command, what is the output?
The 2 records will be shown.
We again back to the record. Roll back వచ్చేది 2 records. Suppose we have 100 records are there. I am deleting 100 records here. Even if I am using rollback, 100 records back to the database. So rollback చేసాను. Again back to the database. Okay. ఇంకా నెక్స్ట్ ట్రంకేట్ అనే ఒక ఆప్షన్ ఉంది. ట్రంకేట్ ఏంటంటే, ఓకే, ట్రంకేట్ అనేది delete. Truncate means DDL command. It will keep the table structure. Entire data will be truncated. Even rollback also, we cannot back the data because truncate won't interact the buffer, directly removed from the main database. Okay, truncate means it will keep the table structure. So entire data will be truncated. Okay, so I am using truncate. So truncate command we cannot use where condition. Truncate table name. So where condition try చేద్దాం. What cause? If I want to remove the entire records from the table, we can go with truncate. So if I am using truncate command, we cannot roll back because truncate is the DDL command, directly interact with main database, directly remove from the main database. It won't interact with the buffer layer. Where condition work out? So directly use truncate table name. The entire data will be truncated. Okay, even rollback also we cannot back. Okay, because truncate is auto commit, automatically commit and remove from the database. Better remove for you. So compare to the
Bro.
delete. Ah,
ఓన్లీ డేటా మాత్రమే ట్రంకేట్ అవుతుందా అంటే స్ట్రక్చర్ అట్నే ఉంటుందా బ్రో
structure అలా ఉండదు చెప్పిన డిస్క్రైబ్ చేసుకో కనిపించదు. Describe employee 85. Okay. Structure same. Only truncated means keep the table structure remains same. Only data will be truncated. Even rollback also we cannot back the records because truncate won't interact the buffer layer. It removes permanently from the main database. Okay. So if I want to remove the table, we can go with drop. If I want to drop any column, alter with drop. Okay. If I want to drop the table name, table itself, drop table name. Okay, table is dropped. Now table structure drop means it will drop the table structure in data. So here if there is no data, only table structure is there, table structure is dropped. Even select also we cannot. Okay. So you mark it here, DDL, DML, T-cell commands. So next class I will explain the save point. Okay, save point means we can roll back the specific transactions. If I am removing the 100 records, out of 100 records, we have to roll back some 50 records. So with the help of save point we can do it. So next class I will explain. Okay, merge అనే concept I will explain with joins. We have joins is the one of the concept. After joins I will explain the merge. It is similar to the joins. Okay, if you know the joins you can understand easily. Okay, next class I will explain the save point. So today you can practice all the TDL, DML and T-cell commands. Okay. So,
Hello.
hello.
Yes, sir. If we want to using the delete command, then the data should be deleted into the buffer page, right? Hello.
The record in the buffer.
Yes, sir. And then after using the rollback command,
After delete the record in the buffer. If I am using rollback again, back to the database, main database.
main database. Okay.
Yeah.